Hey everybody, I'm Dr. Plasma and I like flying machines. This is the fastest, most compact flying machine ever made. It moves 5 blocks a second. It was invented by mythical Pingu and Zoom Strikes, and Ray's work showcased it. Unfortunately, it doesn't seem like they ever made a tutorial. I looked really long and hard for it. Credits are in the description. But I reverse engineered it for you. So let's get started on how to build a 5 blocks per second flying machine. Let's go. So this is a dissection of the fastest 5 blocks per second flying machine. So let's take a look at it. So we've got 3 pieces, 3 engines that work together in harmony. So the first engine is going to have a piece of obsidian to keep it from moving. And we're going to have, and I've replaced redstone blocks with wool blocks so that we don't have any issues. And it's going to have this right here. So this is an impossible setup where this piston is not extended. We want that on purpose because we want to remove the obsidian and have it be in that state, and we want to tell that one to fire. That's how it's going to start. Now the first and last pieces are going to have a piston that's facing backwards. And I presume this is to stop it from moving when these are extended, to interrupt the speed at which it moves, and to prevent it from moving the wrong way, and to prevent it from leaving things behind. As far as I can tell, these are essential, but the reason for them is pretty subtle. And so what we're going to do is we're going to have this engine connected to this one in such a way that, so I've given some space here, but you would pull these 3 sections together. There's a 2-block gap here. This is in reality going to be right here. And what's going to happen is this is going to be extended. And so that's part of the build. And what that's going to do is pull this section forward, and that will allow these sections to work together. And the same is going to be for this one. This one's going to be starting out like this, and you're going to want it to be extended. And so it's going to be pressed up against this, and it'll be extended forward. The second piece is similar. It's also going to be pulling along a piece of terracotta underneath, glazed terracotta, and that will not stick to this slime, but will slide against it and cause this piston to update, causing the chain reaction for it to keep going. So the third one, not much to be said other than what was said on the one. This one's going to be a bit longer. There's going to be a gap here. One of the things I want you to pay attention to is that there's usually a 1-block offset. So these 3, the next layer, these are slid over one. And so these will be lined up, but the next layer, they're going to be slid over lines. So you're going to have these 3 slime pistons, sticky pistons, and these 3 are not sticky pistons, are going to be slid over one on this section. And so let's go ahead and build it. So to build it, all you need to do is decide which way you're going to go. So let's say we're going to go that way. We're going to put 2 sticky pistons here. We're going to wrap around this. We're going to start our pistons. We're going to have some redstone blocks right here that are not doing anything yet. And then we're going to have a piston facing backwards. We're going to have a redstone block here. And as long as we've got this obsidian here, we can put a piston here and it won't extend. So the next section is going to be like this. This one's going to be extended, and it's going to be pushing on the corner of this set of slime blocks. And so it's going to be like that. And what we're going to have is we're going to have 2 more that are placed up against it like this. We're going to have our pistons faced like so. So you might guess that we're going to put blocks of redstone right here on top. And what we need to do is we need to hold on to this piston. So we're going to put a block right here. Now, as part of this, we need to put on this glazed terracotta right here. That's very important for this because it updates it to keep it going and to keep it from coming out of sync. So on this, we are going to extend a piston like so, and then we can put 2 together like this. And so yes, these will line up here, but you're not going to get any lining up anywhere else. And now, on top of this, we're going to put, hang on a sec, it's easier for me to think about it this way. We're going to have these right here, and this is where they're going to be. They're going to be inset by 1. And so what you're going to do is you're going to put these right here, like that, and then you're going to do 2 more so that there's going to be 6 of these in total, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 on this section of slime. We're going to have 1 facing backwards here. That should be it. So if we test it by removing the obsidian, And I'll give you one last look at it. So what we've done is we've got these chained. This one's extended. You want to make sure that this one is connected. You want to make sure that this one is holding on right here, actually. So make sure we don't forget that. So any of these extended pistons need to have a slime block on top. And so we will look at it one last time. And you'll see that we have this block right here. This sticky piston is extended. And we have our Terragon underneath. And that should be it. And so what you're going to do to deploy it is you're going to put a piston right here. This is going to be placed on this, facing this direction, so that it extends behind this one. And that gives it the behavior it needs to go. So I want to have a place to stand on it, so I'm going to put a honey block here. And afterward, I will show you how we can build a launch pad for it, so that we can actually deploy this piston to start it. You ready? Set. Go! And you can see that we are moving ridiculously fast. 5 blocks a second. Alright, so let's look at how we're going to build a launch pad for it. Okay, so for the launch pad, all you need to do is let go of it and trigger it at the same time. And so a dirty secret is you don't actually need this obsidian block right here. You can actually hold on to it like so. And so if you don't believe me, because this block makes it over 12 blocks, now it won't be able to move. And so if I try to signal it, trigger it to go, it won't go. And so we can actually do this and have a redstone torch like that to cause it to not go. And so if we wanted to put a button here, be careful to make sure your button's far enough away that it doesn't affect this piston. But if we wanted to have a button, let's say right here, we'll put it up here at eye level. What we can do is that, and then we just need to trigger this. But remember, the triggering on this is very specific. We got to put a piston right here. What we'll do is we'll put it right here and we'll just push it into place. And that should be it. All right, so now we're ready to go. See, we removed our obsidian block, and we've got this holding onto it instead. And so this is going to push this into place right as this lets go. And we will right off into the sunset. What happened? It didn't reach. Make me a liar, will you? Ta-da! And you'll notice that it moves so fast that it hardly even is visible half the time. It flickers in and out of existence. So that's all I got for today. Thank you for watching. Check the links in the description for their videos. And I will catch you in the next one. Subscribe if you haven't. I'm always going to be doing more videos like this, showing you how to build some of the coolest things. I'd love to see if this in people's survival world. Survival's really neat for this. If you want to reach the world border quickly, there's people have set stuff to AFK with this, or at least that's the rumor I heard, and part of the reason that motivated them to build it. And have a good rest of your day. Bye.